Hi there, I'm Lucky Jackson. I'm playing at Stepping Stone Studios today in Maidstone. I'll play you a few of my originals. Hope you enjoy them. The song's called Memories of First Love.
How times have changed since we were young, without a care in the world once the school day was done. Meeting you from the bus stop at Canterbury Road, me carrying your school bag to lighten your load. When it rained, we'd go back to mine to stop from getting wet. Then I'd walk you back home once the sun had set, warming your hands on a cold winter's eve. We were naive back then, and we lived in make-believe. But I still think of how we could have been. I'd be your king and you'd be my queen. We got caught up in life's cruel machine. Oh, and one day when I'm sober, I'll wake up from this dream. You were my first love, and I hoped that it would last. We both made mistakes, now that's all in the past. I couldn't see beyond your angelic face. Now I look for someone else in this busy marketplace. I found out one day that your words were false. I came to you knowing it would be our last waltz. My world crumbled, I didn't want to live. There was no one else on this earth I wanted to be with. But I still think of how we could have been. I'd be your king and you'd be my queen. We got caught up in life's cruel machine. Oh, and one day when I'm sober, I'll wake up from this dream. Now I see you're happy with your family, and I often wonder if you still think of me. And when we look into each other's eyes, is the spark still there? Or am I being foolish now to think that you still care? I still see your eyes when I close mine. I fantasize about love making from time to time. These dreams of you still haunt my sleep. So when your name flashes upon my phone, I push delete. But I still think of how we could have been. I'd be your king and you'd be my queen. We got caught up in life's cruel machine. Oh, and one day when I'm sober, I'll wake up from this dream. But I still think of how we could have been. I'd be your king and you'd be my queen. We got caught up in life's cruel machine. Oh, and one day when I'm sober, I'll wake up from this dream.
Thank you. So this next song is one of my manager's favourites. It's called Crimson Angel, and it's basically about wanting to go back and change when you've made a mistake with a certain young lady. You know what I'm talking about. And it goes like this.
Crimson angel waiting at the train station. Crimson angel taking a chance on me. You don't know the lengths I'd go to for you. You don't know the lengths I'd go to have my chance with you again. Crimson angel, thunder showing on her face. Crimson angel, smile once again at me. You don't know the lengths I'd go to for you. You don't know the lengths I'd go to have my chance with you again. I'd swim across a lake of fire just for one smile. I'd crawl over broken glass to change the past. Crimson angel, your blue eyes penetrate my soul. Crimson angel, you're one of a kind I know. You don't know the lengths I'd go to for you. You don't know the lengths I'd go to hold you in my arms tonight. Crimson angel, I think about you every day. Crimson angel, I wish that I could find a way. You don't know the lengths I'd go to for you. You don't know the lengths I'd go to turn back the hands of time for me. Swim across a lake of fire just for one smile. I'd crawl over broken glass to change the past.
Thank you.
So, Lucky Jackson, do you consider yourself a lucky guy, or
No.
in other words, how did that?
Basically, it's well, sorry, I grew up, I'm a big Elvis Presley fan, and it's actually his character name in Viva Las Vegas.
Didn't know that.
And it's, you know what, and also it's easy to remember. If you're playing somewhere and you're saying, you know, my name is Tom Collins, everyone's going to forget that. But if you say Lucky Jackson, it's a bit more, that's unusual, and people tend to remember it a bit more.
So, how long have you been? Have you been in other bands previously, or is this like sort of a new event?
Yeah, in my early 20s, I was in a covers rock and blues band called Backburner. We were, you know, sort of southeast Kent kind of way, and mainly covers. And then, you know, we just wanted to go our separate ways. And the drummer's now in Paradox, and the guitarist in a band called Capricorn 5, and we've all kind of gone our separate ways now.
And in terms of your influences, like who would you say is your pinnacle, apart from Elvis?
Yeah, I mean, you know, everybody says the Beatles and Bob Dylan. Anyone who's a singer-songwriter will say those two. But I'd like to add Billy Bragg, the band, Jake Thackeray as well, who tends to do a lot of kind of comedic stuff. The Levellers as well. Sort of
Do you like Frank Turner?
I I haven't heard of him.
You just reminded me a little bit of him. One of your songs.
Is that?
It's a bit Frankie, man. He's a bit Billy Braggy.
Oh, is he sort of got a proper kind of accent voice? But the first song I didn't write it with that in mind. I'm going to write a song. It just kind of happened that way.
Yeah.
No, but I don't. As someone who's into music, I really don't listen to a lot of music. So when people ask me, do you know this band? Oh no.
That's a good thing though, because you develop your own technique.
I guess so. Yeah, I guess so.
Did you, where's this question gone? Fuck it, it's gone. How your writing process, do you do lyrics first or do you write to the music and lyrics?
It just depends. Sometimes I'll write some lines down and I'm like, oh yeah, that sounds right. And other times I'll just do the music first. Yeah. So there's no real kind of reason. So I just kind of see what happens and let it go where it wants to go.
Next up, the local scene seems to be doing quite well at the moment. Could you possibly plug anyone that you've seen in the Kent area?
Well, I saw Gentlemen a Few recently at the Ballroom in Canterbury. I've seen them a couple of times. They're always a good fun band, always get people sort of up and dancing and jigging around. I'm hoping to see Coco and the Butterfields next Tuesday. I'm going to go there and see them. Because I haven't been around for a couple of years, so I'll come back and there's all these new bands kind of on the scene. Sure. I'm trying to work my way around to sort of see them. Trying to think if there's anyone else who really kind of sticks out in my mind.
Any solo performers?
That's what I'm trying to think of. Trying to maybe plug someone who I don't really know personally. No, unfortunately, it's just been mainly bands recently. Kind of sort of like. They're all sort of full bands, no really solo ones. I haven't seen a lot recently, so I can.
Yeah, it's a struggle to book them actually. Solo performance. It's not as many as bands. What gigs have you got coming up, or is there any particular gig that you're looking forward to in the area?
I've got a couple coming up. I've got written down, so I was bloody forget. Saturday the 29th, I'm doing they're trying to raise money for the silver screen cinema in Folkestone because they need to change the digital projector. They need to change to a digital projector. Okay. They need money to raise for that. So I'm going down and I'm going to play. Hopefully there should be a couple of hundred people there. So that's going to be a good gig. Going to be playing that. And then an hour later after that gig, I'm playing at the Master Brewer in Folkestone. We're going to a 2-hour set there, so that's going to be fun. The Sunday the 30th, I'm playing at Salt in Canterbury on a sing-writer showcase. That's Adam Cooney. There we go. He's a good guy. Adam Cooney. He's arranging it, and he's someone who's really he's really coming along now on the sort of solo sort of acoustic artist scene. Friday the 4th of April, I'm at the Mid-Late in Gravesend. That's a great venue. If they really set it up as a music venue, so people go in there expecting.
Gravesend needs all the help it can get. No offense.
Well, with a name like Gravesend, it doesn't fill your mind with rainbows, does it?
No.
Saturday the 19th, I'm at Beacon Court in Gillingham. Doing a songwriter showcase. Thomas Ashby is headlining. It's the first time I've seen Thomas Ashby actually, so I'm looking forward to meeting him and having a chat with him. Saturday the 19th of July, I know it's a bit in the future, but I'm supporting Katie Bradley at the Mermaid Festival in Folkestone. Katie Bradley, awesome blues guitarist, and she was very close to winning a blues award recently. Can't wait to meet her. Apparently I've already met her, but if it's at the local pub, I'm usually a little bit inebriated, so it's kind of, but yeah, so I'm looking forward to meeting her and hearing her perform properly and doing that. That's going to be an awesome festival. And in between that, there's so much going on. I mean, in May we're going to be recording an EP, 6-track EP with originals, and going to put that out there. We're going to do a CD release party. Probably that's going to happen in Canterbury, at either the Ballroom or the Penny Theatre. It depends. So.
What do you make of this place?
I like it. You know what? I was tempted. I was tempted to have a nibble on the food, but I'm going for Lent. I gave up meat and fish, so I'm having a look at the vegetarian options up there. But no, I like this place. It's got a lovely sound in it.
It's over, she's gone, I knew she wasn't the one. It's over, she's gone, I knew she wasn't the one. I need to help my skin to breathe. I need to find my release. This freedom I feel, it's more than surreal. This freedom I feel, it's more than surreal. I need to get my brain in line. All I need is a little time. I found it difficult at first, but then my pain eased. I'm happy when I can do as I please. Your twisted words, they no longer pierce my skin. It's time for a new chapter of my life to begin. We gave it all we had, we shouldn't feel so bad. We gave it all we had, we shouldn't feel so bad. Some things just are not meant to be. Right now I need to think of me. I found it difficult at first, but then my pain eased. I'm happy when I can do as I please. Your twisted words, they no longer pierce my skin. It's time for a new chapter of my life to begin. It's over, she's gone, I knew she wasn't the one. It's over, she's gone, I knew she wasn't the one. Some things just are not meant to be. Right now I need to think of me.
Thank you. Okay, cool.